Hi, I'm Vanitha Shanava, one of the orthopedic surgeons at Texas Children's Hospital, and this is Kelly, one of our ortho techs, and we're going to demonstrate splinting lower extremity injuries. So our patient here has an injury to their lower leg. Typically you're going to splint above and below the injury, so the knee and the ankle need to be included in your splint. If your injury is just a foot injury, then you only need to do a short leg splint, so one that's below the knee, but we're going to demonstrate a long leg splint today. When you splint an injured extremity, you want to splint with the lower extremity in a position of comfort, so the knee can be as flexed or extended as comfortable to the patient. But you do want the ankle at close to 90 degrees because that will prevent them from developing a pressure sore. Once you have the appropriate angle that you're going to splint in, you want to measure the patient. So if we're doing a above knee splint, we're going to start above the knee here, take the splint material all the way down into the toes. This gives us a rough estimate as to the total length that we need for our splint. Once we get that, we can now begin wrapping the patient. We're going to wrap them with this web roll, which is a soft lining. This is to further prevent any sores from developing, and it provides a layer of cushion between the injured extremity and the hard splinting material. You want to avoid getting too much splinting material in the front of the ankle because that can cause sores. But you want to put a lot of extra splinting material on the heel because that's an area that does develop sores. When you lay the material, you want it to lay flat with very few wrinkles. In areas like the heel where you want extra padding, you'll just break off pieces of extra splinting material to cushion that area. If it's very redundant, you can then tear it so that you don't develop a lot of wrinkles. And again, you want to cover the skin entirely. You want to end with kind of a nice, clean, smooth finish. And then you're going to take it all the way up the leg. The knee, again, is an area where you don't want a lot of padding underneath, but you want more at the front of the knee over the bony prominence. So you're going to put extra padding on top, and then a little bit along the back, again avoiding any wrinkles. So now that we have our nice padding underneath, we have a pre-cut layer of our splinting material. This is fiberglass with, again, another layer of padding over the top. We're going to dip this in water. Wring it out with a towel so that it's just damp. And then we're going to lay it on the back of the leg and then wrap that up with our ace wraps. That you want to, again, wrap smooth with gentle pressure. You don't want them too tight. This allows the patient to be comfortable with their injury, but also gives them the ability to swell in that acute injury phase. And you want to wait for that to harden. It typically takes about 5 minutes or so, so you want to hold the patient still during that time period so you don't develop any wrinkles or creases while the fiberglass sets up.